time. We're going to jump into game number 1 right now. SKT versus KT ROLSTER. Huni, a little bit up in the lane, but you can see he's pressuring a little bit less. He knows the timing here of the Elise.
Needs to wait for the wave to crash so that there are no minions in the way of the cocoon. But this probably is going to be first blood.
If Huni's not careful, but you can see he's already backing up. But there's the flash stun into the cocoon! And first blood will go over to Smeb, set up by Score.
But now here comes another attempt onto Huni, and he doesn't have any vision. He does have flash, but I don't think he can get out of this.
If he gets stunned up, it's just the chain, basically. And when you're playing Corki, if you can line up all your abilities into one big stun target, it's very easy. So here they go, Dominus procced, and there's the cocoon! Goodbye, Huni, for the second time. And the teleport, again, just going to be canceled.
And SKT is just being played like a book over and over. They're indiscriminate in the teams that they do this against. Renekton and Elise, such a powerful combination. This combination has existed for so long, and now they're aiming for a turret. If Huni TP's here, he's going to die again.
Well, trying to set up vision. Oh, they actually land the cocoon onto Faker. Down to about half health. Huni, meanwhile, slicing Maelstrom into the wind.
Ooh. I don't know what's going on with Huni here, but he's going to have to step up here. We don't get to see the full reason for that ultimate being used, but it did not appear like he was in any danger. Here's a 4-man, possibly a 5 if Pawn joins.
Yeah, and he is joining. Here we go. Dominus already procced. Wolf and Bang in a huge amount of trouble. They're going to go for the guy who doesn't have flash and easily take that 1 kill.
KT's making SKT look like BBQ at this rate. They're just doing whatever they want on the map.
Chunk down Score, but they're going to turn onto Peanut here. They take him out, Mata with the kill. And they're just going to leave it at that. Faker decides not to chase any longer.
If there's a fight on the map, you know Mata wants a part of it, and he's able to join with depth right there. Fate's Call being available if they chose to go even deeper for that kill, but it's going to yield them an Ocean Dragon 13 minutes in. They don't even need the vision control, and it all started from Huni, the 0-2 cannon, finding out Score. They thought they could turn on it, but the arrow came in right at the time where Pawn teleported into that battle. And as such, KT, while they are able to walk instead, they will be going for that Rift Herald. So they no longer have to think about going for a 5-man onto the mid lane. If they choose to, they can just crack that open into the mid lane, use that Herald to take that tier 1, or alternatively, use it into the top side for a tier 2.
Is SKT actually going to contest this Rift Herald? In comes Huni, all by his lonesome. Peanut, he wants to get the steal. Pawn zoned out for now. This will go over to KT. Here's Huni with the slicing Maelstrom coming in. Wolf for the support. Repel comes up. Huni taking a ton of damage. Is forced to back off. Now it's Smeb and Pawn against the world. Huni forced to flash that wall. Faker's going to be taken out by the flash of Smeb. And Pawn still on the chase. Here comes Mata. Can they get any more? It looks like Peanut and Wolf able to get that slow. They're going to get out alive.
The Prey Seeker from Peanut gets to snipe out Score, but the Herald has already gone their way. They almost got another kill there with Pawn flashing over, just barely missing that rocket onto Huni, but now they're going to be in a position to take down that tier 1. You know that Herald means that it's going to be going to a tier 2, and a proper use of it means that KT is poised to snowball this game in a beautiful fashion.
This is looking just so good for KT to start off game number 1. Just absolute dominance in the top lane between the top and jungles, and it comes into this. They get the Rift Herald. Huni going very forward by himself. He knows he has some support.
There was indecisiveness with KT going for this play. They chose not to attack. Look at that Prey Seeker, just threw his own little Spiderlings, was able to just barely get him. And Pawn choosing to go for Huni, flashes out, just barely not connecting that rocket. But that indecisiveness from KT in finishing that Herald ends up costing the life of Score. They could have finished that a little bit earlier, but important to note, the way that Smeb and Score have been operating against Kennen is start off with the Renekton stun, which is guaranteed into the Cocoon. If you start off with Elise, the chance of you missing goes up much higher, and the gank and the attempt on the kill can just not happen at all, and that's what happened. He blew his Cocoon before the stun came out, so Huni was capable to follow through with his Slicing Maelstrom, do significant damage. Had they waited for the stun first, they might have been able to walk away without a casualty on that Herald play.
So we've seen SKT behind in other games. They seemingly, through acts of miracles at times, know how to come back. And even through the early deficits that they do get, make it very interesting in terms of the games that we do see. But so far it has been the KT show. And you can see they're looking for another setup onto poor Huni on the small little cannon. But they do see him, the ward. This is going to be used down in the bot lane, the Rift Herald. Just Huni down here for now, so this turret will definitely take a nice chunk of damage. There it is. Mata hanging nearby. There's the Cocoon. They don't wait for that stun, and immediately Wolf has to come in and save him with the Glacial Fissure, and the Lantern to get Smeb out will save his life.
And those acts of miracle from SKT happen with a 1-3-1, spreading out KT, forcing their plays to happen in the obvious place. And he's got some bit heal.
Look at this. I mean, the Corki going ham on the Karma, and a bit of a 2-on-2 in the mid lane at the same time. Doesn't look like any kills will come of it, but Faker will be forced back. Peanut rotating up to top. Looks a little bit scared to go 1v1 for now. Waiting for less minions and the TP to come in. That's what he's going for. Can he get the Umburro? Pawn with the Valkyrie is going to get away for now. But here's Faker coming on over, but Def joining in. Look for Mata on the left side too. Jumping on in as Wolf, trying to get that damage on the Pawn with the Rek'Sai. They do take him out. Throwing in Mata now. They will trade the 1-for-1. Teleport coming in. The rest of SKT on the run. And the red buff even going over to Score.
And a nice attempt from SKT to take down Pawn. They do walk away with the kill in the end, but Mata joins the fight once again, just being a part of so much action, even though the early game was so dictated by Score and Smeb. Now that it's transitioned into a full-on team fighting phase, you can expect him to be just absolutely everywhere, and this game is delivering already.
So much action. I mean, this is more than the average, I'd like to say. Already 9 kills in 20 minutes. Definitely look towards that as this game moves on, perhaps later on in the series. You can see a big vision fight towards that. Oh, hold a thought. Pawn going in. He does have the package on him right now, trying to lock up Peanut with that slow. Peanut trying to jump back onto Pawn, but he's slowed so hard by the package. Pawn just going to get the solo kill on a Rek'Sai.
That package was insane. It knocked her out of the Unburrow, so he had no choice but to try to ult to get out of it, but it was already too late between the red buff and how strong Corki is right now. Here we go.
Oh, that max range hook from Mata. That's going to seal the deal on the Faker. Wolf, say goodbye because you're going down 2. Pings towards the Baron for KT.
And now this game is all the KT show. 6,000 gold lead. It's only going to continue to go higher. And SKT don't have the tools to stall this out. KT can just dive the cannon anytime they want. They've got ways to make plays for days. They can also go into the mid lane if they want to. They have control of this game. And now even the blue buff, they're going to be able to get that dragon as well later down the line. The whole map is theirs.
Well, you said it earlier. KT's.
I believe I told you earlier. If it comes true, you can say it out loud.
Okay, I'll keep it a secret for now. I'm sure no one has any idea. But the push coming in with the Baron buff, they still got 2 minutes left. That's going to be an easy tier 2 in mid, tier 2 in top. And SKT, again, they're just kind of lying down and taking it. They trying to defend the mid, but they're down almost more than 10,000 gold. Big hook onto Wolf. And the arrow does actually hit Pawn here. but an easy flash away from the fissure means that no kills will come of it.
And that just shows the purchase of Mercury Tress from Pawn being so effective. He gets hit by arrow, but has enough time to flash out into the Lantern and is capable of taking it had that been necessary. You saw there once again, Score was missing another Cocoon, but it's not a big deal now. He just has to be there waiting. Fate's Call comes out, but it's just a threat. They want the inhibitor, and they've got it.
Yeah, they'll clean that one up. We'll see where they want to go from here. Surely all the team does have a lot of gold, but immediately pings are going up into the top lane. They do not want to give up this pressure. You can't blame them. When you're this far ahead, I mean, SKT's still struggling to buy as many items as possible for the defense.
Their composition just needs so much to go right for them to make it into this stage. They're so far behind that Karma needs significantly more items for her wave clear to be effective into these Baron minions. Bang is nowhere near the damage that everybody else on KT is.
Miss Cocoon again with the flash, but look at this, Huni down in the bot lane is just going to be flashed on by Smeb. Easy cleanup, and man, this game is looking over already. What happened?
Under 25 minutes. They're looking at triple inhibs over SKT.
This is SKT in the booth, right? I mean, we didn't put the wrong team in there. This is very, very one-sided. The TP is coming on in. Super minions pushing down. All three inhibitors are here. The double teleport even. Try to make this as one-sided as possible. Already at 25 minutes, and the KT fans are screaming their heads off as the Nexus is gonna fall down in just under 25 minutes. 0 towers, 3 kills for SKT, no dragons. 25 minutes and 1 second. And KT wiped the floor with them. 13,000 gold to the Corki. Got off to a great start when, you know, really it was, you were talking about those enablers. Basically, Smeb, Score, and Mata, they got all the CC, they landed it, and Corki, Pawn was just there to clean him up with all that damage.
Giving up the Elise to